Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com, and I thank you for watching, liking, subscribing to this channel. If you haven't done so, please do so right now. I do want to give you some of my raw thoughts from July the 25th of 2016, and these thoughts are in no particular order whatsoever, and I welcome your comments in the comment section down below. Raw. New era draft picks, new roster, little things that matter. I've said this a few times before. Opening segment, you had everyone on the ramp there. You had everyone on the ramp that was drafted to Raw, from your Roman Reigns to Finn Balor to Kevin Owens. Everyone was there. And Stephanie berates Roman Reigns for losing. Him being the reason why Raw does not have a championship, because Dean Ambrose won and he is on SmackDown. They blame him. They blame Roman Reigns. After taking the blame, they then say that they're creating a new title, the Universal title. Name, okay, I mean, it's good. Universal title. I could see it. I could see why they picked that title. But don't be fooled. This is a title with new lineage. They would want to make you believe. But don't be fooled, because this title was around in the territory days. Guys like One Man Gang, guys like Steve Williams were the Universal title holders from the territory days. Fun little tidbit, look it up. So they say that they're gonna have a tournament to find out the new Universal champion. Seth Rollins automatically makes it for SummerSlam. He's in it by default. And when I say tournament, it's really a two fatal four-way matches. So they give you the list of participants, and then they also put in there Roman Reigns, who they just went on to say berate him. They put him in a fatal four-way match. Little things that matter. It doesn't make sense, and storyline wise, when you berate someone, you then put him at a chance to go on to SummerSlam and win the title. Little things that matter. So Finn Balor is in a fatal four-way. He wins his. Roman Reigns is in a fatal four-way. He wins his. At the final, at the end of the night, the main event, Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. And, oh man, Finn Balor going on to face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. And if you thought that Roman Reigns is not being punished, or wasn't going to be punished, man, he is eating plates full of crap. Plates full of crap. Took the pin at Battleground, took the pin against Balor, and he's getting punished. Goes to prove, don't fail that wellness policy. Furthermore, the punishment continues, where after the match is over, they have the announcer go into the ring and say, "How do you feel after you lost?" The punishment continues. Man, is he being punished? And I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know how long it will last, but it's gonna last for Mr. Seth Rollins there. Furthermore, the other thing, as far as Balor, and when I say Rollins, I said Rollins, didn't I? I meant Reigns. The punishment for Reigns is going to continue, my friends. But unless your name is Brock Lesnar, then you probably won't get punished. Nonetheless, Balor versus Rollins at SummerSlam. It's going to be a good match. Balor, they're going to make you believe that he's just a rookie. Balor is a seasoned vet. He's been up and down the road, so it'll be a great match. I think body-wise, physique-wise, it looks more believable. Rollins versus Balor than Balor versus Roman Reigns looked, because Roman Reigns over Balor looked like he was a giant. Imagine putting this guy Balor versus a Brock Lesnar down the road. You know, these big guys, I don't know what they would do, how that would look, but that's for another time, because the appearance of things does play a part. It's going to be a good match. I think Balor and Reigns had a good match as well. Balor, he's main event ready. He's main roster talent ready. And like what you see from Balor, this is what everyone wanted to see. I think with Balor too, they are able to use that split persona that he has with the Demon. So that's going to play pretty well. So look forward to seeing that. But, this is something new, something different. Balor versus Reigns. This match was going to be a good match. But again, it's the little things that matter. Just didn't understand why they did that. As far as putting him in the Fatal 4-Way after you just parade him. Did you guys also see, speaking of which, going to Battleground, what happened at Battleground where they at the end segment there where he wins, Dean Ambrose, the two guys holding up Dean Ambrose were the Usos. The Usos, as far as life and real life and storyline, were always for Roman Reigns, but there they are holding up Dean Ambrose, lifting him up. Part of me wanted to see Roman Reigns address that tonight, but that didn't happen. Just wanted to see that Roman Reigns heel turn. Just wanted to see it. Not gonna happen. WWE's gonna do it when they want to. I think we know that as fans by now. Next up, man, and I am typically a big New Day fan, but this segment that they had, an honorary member of New Day, it just fell flat, man. Like Sonny, this whole Sonny honorary member of New Day, oh man. I think to myself, and a lot of people say it's creative, but it's not. It's to a point, but it's not all creative. I mean, if you're reading this in the back, assuming that this promo was scripted for the New Day, you're reading this, you're acting it out backstage, don't you have the balls to say, hey, listen, this sucks. This makes no sense whatsoever. Can't you go off script? I mean, you got to know your gimmick, your character at this point. Man, and all three of these guys were just all having the mic, all sinking further and further and further, weren't able to recover. Now, assuming a lot of these guys have their lines written for them, let's just go with that. Look at Enzo and Cass. They're always able to recover. These guys don't miss a beat. And when, yes, sometimes Enzo and Cass have better promos than other times. Check out the promo that Enzo did on Battleground. It was good. But the point I'm trying to make here, the point is that you have to be able to recover. You have to be able to speak up for yourselves, because sometimes it's just so awkwardly bad. Awkwardly bad. that New Day promo in the ring, cringeworthy. Kind of, and when you're doing this, and when you're going out, you're picking someone from the stands, you got to kind of walk, I guess, where you don't have the biggest New Day fans out there. You had two people that they kind of like passed by, kids, like all the New Day gear on, the sign, the whole nine, and they like legitimately like no sold them, like they were not there, and they picked the grown-ass men instead of the kids. The little things that matter. If this is believable, you want an honorary New Day member, the biggest fan, try to go where the kids are not. Go the other way, because you know your faces, and you just ignore the two biggest kids wearing all their New Day gear. It didn't make sense to me. Charlotte Flair, congratulations to Charlotte Flair. Had a good title reign. She's grown on me. I think she plays her character well. But she loses the belt to Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks needed her moment, and she got her moment. And when you're watching Raw, you see that when Sasha Banks says that legitimately this is what she wanted, this was her dream since she was 10 years old. When she won that title, you legitimately got the sense that in fact was her dream. You wonder with Nikki Bella coming back, is this the reason why Sasha Banks won? Because they want to get the title back on Nikki quickly, very soon. How long will she hold the title? To be seen. But the matches between her and Charlotte, you know, they could flip-flop, and Nikki, they could flip-flop the title between them. I think the women's division is in good shape. Listen, yeah, I know everyone complains about Nikki Bella, but Nikki Bella does have her fans. She does sell merchandise. So let's be honest with each other. She's not the worst. And neither is Dana Brooke. I mean, she is not the worst, but you know, I like that she was kicked out of the match with Sasha Banks. Make the match more meaningful against between Charlotte and Sasha Banks. No interference, because even though if she tries to interfere, Dana Brooke, sometimes it really doesn't work out. I mean, taking point in Battleground last night, she's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit awkward sometimes. She pulls Charlotte from the ring to avoid the Banks statement. She turns around, and she turned around too quick. And what happened is Bayley was gonna hit her, and then Dana Brooke is like there waiting for like 2 seconds to get hit by Bayley, like if she was frozen. Like, you gotta know how to do things on the fly. So it looked like she was basically standing there last night, waiting to get hit. When you see it coming, you know, when you're in that awkward kind of couple of seconds delay, try to act like you're scared of getting hit. Like, oh no, like I didn't see this coming, not just literally standing there. So she needs some work, Dana Brooke, but she is not the worst. It could have been worse. And the women's division now, it's all right. You had the debut of Nia Jax. Nia Jax versus a jobber, independent. I like that. It builds Jax up as being a beast. More than she already looks like a beast. She already looks like she could kick anyone's ass. But just going up against someone and dominating them just builds her up and introduces her to the crowd. Speaking of introducing Though I like the jobber segment, the enhancement talent with Nia Jax, and the enhancement talent she was going up against. What I didn't like, because it looked so bad, like it was almost unbelievable. Like it looked bad. Like the wrestler, the jobber that they had, was about what, 5'11" and about 140 pounds against Braun Strowman. I did the impression wrong, but if you heard that the way they announced Braun Strowman, you would get a chuckle. Him facing that jobber was so bad, because the guy didn't even look credible. Like, I didn't even know that these guys are still on the indies. Like, these guys actually get work. I mean, it looked so bad that it was just bad, and I didn't like that segment at all. It didn't, even look credible at all to me. I don't know. The enhancement talent for Nia Jax looked better. Obviously, because she's a female, right? She was smoking hot, though. What else do we have from Raw? I think, that's about it. Raw, it was a good show. I really can't complain. I think it was actually one of the better shows in quite some time. There were a few things like I mentioned, but not every show is perfect. Oh, last thing, I forgot the last thing. Darren Young continues not to get a reaction, and now Curtis Axel, they are using the Mr. Irrelevant tag. We'll see what happens with that for Curtis Axel, because I've been a big fan of Curtis Axel for a long time. Maybe, just maybe, he could do something with this. I hope all is well, and I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon.